Right, welcome back. This is the second tutorial on Photopea, and we're going to be using it today to improve and create abstract photography. So you've taken your abstract photos, and we're going to look at how some of the adjustment layers in Photopea can make them look even more artistic and stylized. So I'm going to start by opening up one of the images that I've taken. Let's work here, first of all, with the spoon. So first things first, we're going to crop this down using the crop tool. Okay, tick on that. And then the first thing I want you to do with every one of your images is to brighten it up first. So we're going to go back to the palette here, and we're going to add our brightness and contrast. I'm just going to whack that up a little bit. And then the new thing that I'm going to introduce you to is threshold. Now, threshold is a really strange filter. It's going to make all your elements turn into just a black and white image. So I've added it there, and you can see that if I go really down, it loses all the detail. If I go all the way up, it makes it black. So you've got to find somewhere in between that gives you an abstract image. So I'm quite happy there that it's got the circles and the dots in the background. So I'm happy with that. We're now going to add a photo filter. So down here, we're going to add photo filter. And in that, I can go and add and change to any colour I like. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to go for a pinky colour. I'm going to OK that here. And then look what happens when I tick off of this preserve luminosity. So that then allows me to change and have kind of the background any colour I want. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that one. I'm going to save as usual, file, export as JPEG. And you're going to save that to your device. So mine is saved down here. And I'm going to close. Do I want to save? Well, no, because I've exported it anyway. So I'm going to just OK that. I'm going to open up another one. So file, open. This time I'm going to open up my plant. Now here, the crop tool is a bit more important because I want to get rid of some of this background here. I was looking directly down onto my plant. So I just want something more of a square, probably like that. Again, I'm going to come down and add my brightness and contrast. Just whack that up a bit. And then the next filter I'm going to look at is something called vibrance. So I'm going to see, we've looked at vibrance before. I'm going to have a look at how much saturation. Let's have a look. Really saturate that up. Okay. And then the next one I'm going to look at is called exposure. I'm going to add that. So you can see every time I add an adjustment layer, it's going to sit on top of the other one. So here it's got a few more things that you can play around with. So I'm going to up the exposure, too much, down, too little. So you're going to play around with these. Because I'm looking for abstract, I'm probably going to go quite like that. Okay, and there's another one. File, export, JPEG, save to your device. Look how quickly we're getting these done. Okay, next one. I'm going to introduce you to some more new adjustments. I'm going to open up this one here that I've taken the blinds. Again, straight to brightness and contrast. And the new one that we're going to look at is called the gradient map. Now, when you click on gradient map, it comes up with initially just this black and white gradient, but if you click on the arrow below, you can see that there's some preset gradients. As you click on these, you can see that it does very strange things according to the colours that are in it. Now, I quite like this one. Now, you don't have to just stick with this gradient. You can come into it and you can actually start to move these around a bit. As you can see that that's having a different effect on those different colours. I quite like that. And I'm also going to crop this down. So I didn't crop it to start off with, but now I've created this, I actually prefer just this area here. I'll take it up to there. Okay, click a tick. And then there you go, another abstract background. Again, file, export as JPEG. Save to your device. Okay, so I want you to open up your abstract images and I want you to have a play around with those different filters and different combinations of filters and produce something that is really stylized and artistic. Look forward to seeing them.